Hi YouTube, today I'm going to show you my Snake Eyes Fire King deck profile, including a very small Fiendsmith engine. Let's start with the main deck. For the Snake Eye cards, we are playing one Ash, one Oak, one Poplar, one Birch. We're playing the Birch because without the second Poplar, we need something sometimes if we draw Ash and Poplar to search so that we can special something to have just the body on field. We're playing Snake Eyes Diabellstar because we need it for full combo and also as extenders for some other combos. And of course the one Flamberge. We are then playing 3 Diabellstar just for consistency reasons. She's a starter, she's an extender. She does a lot for you. And for the Fire Kings, we play 1 Ponix. We don't really want to draw that because if we draw it, we can only really normal it, and we don't want to normal it. We play 2 Kirin. You could also play 3. You could also probably play 1, but I like to have 2 at least, because you can pop it in the deck on your own turn and then pop it again on your opponent's turn so that you get an interruption out of it. So you need, in my opinion, at least 2, but 1 is probably fine. And then the 1 Garunix, just because you need to play it. For the Fiendsmith engine, we are only playing the 1 Fiendsmith, no track, no lurry. You could include a second Fiendsmith, 1 track, 1 lurry, or even a bigger engine, so that you so that Fiendsmith in hand or tracked in hand becomes a combo. But I don't think that really boosts the consistency of your deck. It just makes it more reliant on the Fiendsmith engine, and it takes up a lot of deck space and extra deck space. And then for the spells, we have our consistency cards. 3 Wanted, 3 Bonfire, just because we want to see a starter in every hand. Then the 1 OSS, the 1-for-1, which is also a starter. The 1 Sanctuary, the 1 Island, and the Temple. You need all of these to combo. This is the one you need the least, so if you're thinking of cutting any cards, probably this and the Snake Eyes Diabellstar are the first ones to cut, because you don't really need them. But I think until we get the Azamina cards, you need these kind of a little bricky extenders to be able to play this deck through hand traps. And then this should be an Azaroon, like the trap you set with the Silhouette Rabbit, but I couldn't find mine. So just think that this is an Azaroon. And for the non-engine, we are playing 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, 2 Ash, 2 Droll, 2 Nib, and 2 Bestials. Basically, this could be any 14 non-engine you want. I decided to play 2 of the most of these because I don't want to see any hand trap that is hard ones per turn twice in my opening hand. These 2 are not hard ones per turn, and in my opinion are probably the best to draw solo. So that's why I play 3 of them. And this is just basically preference or format dependent, depending on what you want to play, depending what fits into your playstyle. But I figured that these are the 4 best hand traps to play, and all of these are hard ones per turn, so I'm only playing 2 of those. Main deck is 41 cards. The 41st card is Birch, but I think you have to play it because you lost your 1 Poplar. For the extra deck, we have the 1 Anima, 1 Requiem. Anima is used in a lot of combos because you have to get a body and put the Poplar into your spell trap so that you can send it with the Snash. Sunlight Wolf, you could probably cut this, you don't need it a lot of the time, but sometimes it's very helpful. IP is very important, you use it in a lot of your endbots. Silhouette is mostly plan B, but in some combos you do actually want to end on it. Moon for the Fiendsmith lines. SP Little Knight, of course, and the Heater if you get ashed or you play a mirror match or something. It's always good to have. And then the 1 Princess, the best card in the extra deck, the card that makes this deck work, in my opinion. The Ambler Whale, which I think is severely underrated because the way you play this deck, you don't not only use it to pop and then basically do nothing with it, but you revive the IP, so you have the space to put the Avatar in the spell trap, which is pretty nice. And then to OTK, we play a Raging Phoenix and Zelantis. And the 1 Caesar, 1 Necroquip to make yourself Nibiru proof. And the last card is the Garunix. You could probably also cut this. And the 2 cards I'd put into the extra deck, if I'd cut these 2, would be Sequence and Desiree, because you can, with this list, if you play these 2, go into the Desiree to get the Omni Negate, but then you can't go into the Wave King High Caesar. So basically you have to decide. The big drawback is that Desiree doesn't allow you to negate Nibiru. If it would, you would probably play these, but Caesar is just better to insulate yourself against a lot of hand traps, especially Nibiru. Yeah, so side deck. Side deck is very format dependent, but I'm just going to show you what I play right now. 1 Nib, 1 Droll, 1 Ash to finish off the hand traps in the main deck, and then 3 Perulia, because I see a lot of Ritual Beast running around. Ritual Beast is very popular right now, which loses to this card. Bell gives you like 3 or 4 draws sometimes. And then we have Ogre. I'm not really sure if I like Ogre. It is pretty good against Tenpai if they need their field spell, but a lot of the times they don't. If Bell opens with field spell, it's pretty good, or if they have to resolve their Nightmare Pain. But I'm probably going to cut this for like a going second card, like 2 Lightning Storms and 1 Harpies. Speaking of spell trap removal, we play 3 Cosmic Cyclone. And for going first, we are also playing 3 Solemn Judgment. This deck list is subject to change, especially with Rage of the Abyss coming out. But also I'm thinking of maybe playing a bigger Fiendsmith package. And if I decide on doing so, I will post an updated combo video and a deck list. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.